The Mamdani thing is it's a disaster waiting to happen. We can't have a communist in charge of.
I think he's terrible. He's a communist. The last thing we need is a communist.
I really think he has a chance to do a great job. We're going to help him, but I really think he has a chance to do a great job. But I'll let you answer that. You consider yourself the leader of the Democrats. I think it's more appropriate for him.
From bitter criticism to gushing over New York's newly elected mayor, Zohran Mamdani, the U.S. President Donald Trump's dramatic change of tone is going viral online.
Well, look, I hope they have great leaders. This is a man that right now I think is focused on New York City. I really think he has a chance to do a great job. We're going to help him, but I really think he has a chance to do a great job. But I'll let you answer that. You consider yourself the leader of the Democrats. I think it's more appropriate for him because I think he's different. All right? I think he's different. And that can be in a very positive way. But I think he's different than, your typical guy runs, wins, becomes mayor maybe, and nothing exciting. Because he has a chance to really do something great for New York. New York is at a very critical point. And he does need the help of the federal government to really succeed. And we're going to be helping him.
However, the shift isn't one-sided. Even Zohran Mamdani himself was suddenly full of praise for Trump during their meeting.
My administration will be Donald Trump's worst nightmare. And you don't need to take me at my word or take Andrew Cuomo at his. You need to only look at the actions of the Trump administration since I won the Democratic primary. How else can you describe a president who has proposed denaturalizing the Democratic nominee of New York City? How else can you describe a president who has sought to entertain suggestions of deporting, of arresting, of taking control of the city over the will of New Yorkers? Those are the actions of a president who is afraid of the fact that I will actually deliver in a manner where he is simply betrayed. That is what we have to look at to understand that our campaign represents our city's best chance at not only fighting back against authoritarianism, but understanding that democracy is also under attack from within.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
I think both President Trump and I, we are very clear about our positions and our views, and what I really appreciate about the President is that the meeting that we had focused not on places of disagreement, which there are many, and also focused on the shared purpose that we have in serving New Yorkers. And frankly, that is something that could transform the lives of the 8.5 million people who are currently struggling under a cost of living crisis, with 1 in 4 living in poverty. And the meeting came back again and again to what it could look like to lift those New Yorkers out of struggle and start to deliver them a city that they could do more than just struggle to afford it, but actually start to lift.
During the meeting, Trump even brushed aside one of Mamdani's sharpest past criticisms, saying it was okay for the 34-year-old to call him that. What followed was a tiny exchange of smiles, quite contrary to the months of insults that both had been trading.
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind. You've been called much worse than a despot, so it's not that insulting. Maybe I think he'll change his mind after we get to working together. Yes, please.
After months of insults and fierce criticism, can this now be considered the beginning of a new friendship?